Alright, so we ripped Alex's motor out. We ripped it apart. It's in much better shape than the Cheetos motor was when we rebuilt it. Nice and rusty down at the bottom. You guys can get a glimpse of that. We were gonna rebuild it, like re-ringing it, reusing the same rod bearings. It's just not the way to do it. And we also found a motor for 300 bucks.
So we got a new one.
So we got a whole nother motor. So this will be nice because hopefully it'll, one, hold Alex over long enough to get that motor built, and two, we can actually build that motor properly now, like new rings, bearings, the whole shebang. We're gonna go take a look at it and put it in this thing and compression test it immediately to make sure it's not light speed.
I'll be extremely pissed.
So we don't have compression numbers.
But she's nice.
Apparently it runs. Apparently it's got 180,000 miles. Apparently it came out of an auto car, which I don't believe because it has a pilot bearing in it. So take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, it already has one in there, which is how I know it came out of a manual.
Okay.
At least, or it was in with a manual at some point. You know? So, I don't know. More. Yeah, that's good. Go get you some bread. Get one of them slices. Here's our tool for the day. Piece of bread. All right.
Mechanic special.
Ripping, shoving. There's your bit. And when you need your hammer, it's there for you. Shove bread and everything. Shove bread in the hole. Hammer the shit out of it. Come on. There it is.
Nice.
Nice little pilot bearing action. Most of a hot dog.
Yeah, man. And then we get the loaf.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just like digging out some belly button lint.
Alright, so I cleaned out the hole. You're gonna put it in, boy.
Okay.
So just like lightly tap it around the edge and slowly walk it in. That's good. Pop quiz! What does the pilot bearing do?
It's what spins the drive shaft? No? No, definitely not, because it's for the manual specifically. Spins the clutch, so when your clutch is in, yeah, no?
No.
Okay, I don't think you've actually told me either.
I haven't. I was just trying to see what you would come up with.
Shitting bricks.
So you have the flywheel, you have your clutch disc, you have your pressure plate, right? And the transmission input shaft comes in, and the end of it sits in the pilot bearing. So it supports the input shaft of the transmission. Keep it from flopping around.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Kind of.
This is how I like.
Bolt.
Jesus.
So, put it through the center.
This is the transmission side, though, no?
Yes.
Okay.
You have one side that faces the motor and one side that faces the trans. Alright, try not to touch the clutch. So just grab it by this end, and now put this into the pilot bearing.
Oh, okay.
You might have to wiggle it up and down. You talk about gains and eat all that spaghetti.
Okay.
You can't even pull that shit out.
Trying to get the gains.
And up top.
Like just that amount, though?
That's right. Yeah, that's fine. You can see where it's touching.
So good, so tasty.
So put some grease and just give it a good on the shaft. Having the motor out is my favorite way of putting on a starter.
That's much easier than how we did it before.
It's so much easier. Alright, it is some other day, and Alex is going to be point man for putting the motor in today. He's going to learn a thing or two about putting motors in, which is good. We do have to swap this exhaust manifold out for the one that's on the other motor because the stud is broken, which is no bueno. So I'll start ripping the manifold off.
It's not the buenos.
And there she is.
Jesus. really like your method of help here.
You gotta learn somehow. There's a hell of a way. So now you gotta take it way up. Alright, begin a sequence of cuts from the exact same image position because we don't have anyone else to film. Keep holding like that. No, down. Oh, baby.
Baby. That's what we needed. Oh, baby.
Because the thing with putting motors in is the more play you have in every mount is the better it's going to be. You know what I mean? Don't put it on the block first.
But we're just not. I don't think we're there yet.
No, we're going to get there though.
But it's just
Okay, well,
up here.
let's try and get there now then, I guess. Alright, so we got the motor back in. Or in completely, I should say. Transmount and everything. We got the dipstick on. And we're just plumbing up the starter right now. And then we're going to go for a compression test. Yay. I would just crack them all loose and then grab the buzz gun and just... They look terrible, but they're not the right plugs.
I mean, we have better ones, so.
Yeah. Just check all of them. Alright, so we're going to put oil in it. Change the filter. And then the compression test begins. So hop in. Don't push on the clutch because it's not connected and you're going to blow the slave cylinder out and then we're going to have to replace it. Don't push on the clutch. It doesn't do anything. The shifter doesn't do anything either.
So I don't even need to put on the brake? Or just brake?
No, you don't even have to put on the brake. Just turn the key on to start and let's see if it works. Give me 5 count. Ooh. 170. That was 60. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah, we got low compression. Me, dude. So we had 180, 60, 180, 130, 60, and 180, or 90, but get done. Alright, so we threw on a leak down tester. We got a lot of leak. This piston is at TDC and it's coming out the exhaust. So, needs exhaust valves. So we're gonna go through and do the other low compression cylinders and make sure that it's exhaust. And then we'll buy a new head gasket, stick our new head on. Alright, so two of the exhaust cylinders, 2 cylinders on the exhaust side are gone. This one, that's at TDC. So we got intake valves that are shot. So this thing needs a full valve job. Luckily,
We already did that.
we already have the head over there that's got fresh valves, so. Well, until we get a new head gasket and head bolts to put our other head on, that's it, I guess.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost.